You cannot make this stuff up. So right here, Chris Cuomo is going to lie about numbers that are literally appearing right behind him, disproving him.
Bernie supporters, I just didn't see you in line in Iowa. Young voters didn't come out in big numbers there, and it does not look, according to projections, that it's going to happen in New Hampshire.
How can we
Bernie
trust
support.
these people? How can we trust him to give us accurate predictions? Well, we know we can't. But right here, facts first, as he's lying, right behind him. And as he's finishing up the lie, numbers come up disproving what he just said. How did he not know this graphic was going to appear behind him? You would think he'd go to the people producing the show, be like, all right, guys, I'm about to really spew some BS here. Make sure you don't show the graphic calling me an idiot, saying that I'm lying. You could see that 2020 had a better turnout for young people, under 30 voters, than 2008, which was a huge primary. Obama was able to master Iowa and energize that state like no one ever has before. The underdog coming up, getting younger voters, and 2020 was up at those numbers. The voter turnout that was suppressed in Iowa was actually older people. Young people came out, older people didn't as much. But he's trying to sell this narrative that Bernie doesn't have a lot of strength. In New Hampshire, he's talking about this headline that says testing Sanders' strength ahead of New Hampshire primary. So he's obviously trying to sell this thing like, oh, young people aren't going to come and vote. They aren't reliable. We can't trust this voter model that Bernie wants that brings out high turnout to beat Trump because young people just don't come out. They're not reliable. And that's only one of the things he's trying to sell. But this is why so many people are Bernie or bust. I'm not. But when they see the media completely lying about so many topics, when they see MSNBC hosts saying Bernie Sanders wants public executions, saying his moral character isn't stable, saying that his supporters are like brown shirts, like fascists. Like, are you kidding me? At least pick something on the right side of the political spectrum to smear him with if you're going to do it. Like, this is how you radicalize groups of supporters. This is how you get people to not support your party. And I say your party, although it's an independent media station, because we know they're in cahoots with each other. We know what they do. And Chris Cuomo is just, oh boy, this is why Trump's message works of fake news, because the media does distort the actual facts. They do it all the time. If the media truly did not lie, Donald Trump would not be president. If the media was not misleading, Donald Trump's fake news rhetoric would not work. But when you could point here, 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 and here on both sides, left and right, lying, it's hard to differentiate for people. People see lying as lying. Even if Trump lies himself, he's calling out the media, and the media trying to defend themselves is basically someone getting caught red-handed. Like, oh no, this isn't blood on my hands. I mean, of course we lie, but it's not as bad as Fox News. So that gives MSNBC and CNN credibility because they're not Fox News. So apparently that means they are the pinnacle of amazing, free press and news. But it's truly not the case. Chris Cuomo, please at least hide that you're lying. I know Twitter's going to check you no matter what, but this is really sloppy.